Good morning, grantees. My name is Paul Jacklady. I work for the Department of Energy. In response to the recent survey that you completed, you indicated that monitoring and monitoring planning has been an issue, and you requested DOE to provide a monitoring template or some tools that you could use to help you plan and administer your monitoring function for this award. In response to this, we have developed a monitoring template, which we would like to walk you through at this time. First of all, planning for monitoring should be done every year. Monitoring is one of our most important functions. It ensures the public purpose of the program is being met at all times for approved awards, identifies program deficiencies, and provides needed corrective actions. We developed the planning and reporting templates to provide assistance to you to meet requirements of WPN 16.4 and also to ensure that when you submit your master files with your monitoring sections that you'll be able to meet the requirements that are outlined in that particular document in monitoring section V.8.3. The Weatherization Assistance Program application package instructions in section V.8.3 for monitoring identify specific requirements that you should include in your plan. You should list or must list your staff dedicated to the monitoring effort. You should identify whether they are technical or administrative monitors. You should also include their credentials. That would mean certifications, those types of things. You must indicate if those staff members are paid from the grantee administrative or T&TA budget category. You should include the percentage of funds directed toward this effort for both training and technical assistance and administrative categories, and include estimates for travel expense which is associated with your monitoring effort. You should ensure that your sub-grantee final inspections and technical monitoring are performed by certified quality control inspectors. This is required by Weatherization Program Notice 15.4 in Section 3, as stated in the DOE Grantee Quality Control Inspection Policy. What you see in front of you is part of the planning template that we've developed. This is the first section of it and has to do with staffing. This worksheet gives you an opportunity to list your monitoring staff and their credentials. It also gives you an opportunity to demonstrate what fund allocation percentages you're going to use for staff, and you can list that under the various columns that are provided for you. There's a column for training and technical assistance, one for administrative, one for LIHEAP, one for state funding, or other funding as necessary. And finally, on the right side of the template, you'll find a section for estimated T&TA funds allocated for monitoring travel. We developed a template to provide a simplified process to identify and list monitoring requirements required by the application package. We are sensitive to the fact that your staff's time and fund allocations can be frustrating and present problems for you. Our hope is the template will streamline this process and help you identify your monitoring staff, their credentials, their positions, and the amount of funding that's utilized for not only monitoring, but your travel costs as well. This next template was designed to allow you to be able to look at a glance the difference between what you had planned for staffing requirements and what you're actually going to use. This section of the template offers a way to identify and list scheduled visits for your programmatic, administrative, financial, and technical monitoring. The green headers are the planning columns. This is where you'll list what your planned monitoring is going to do, those dates, those people, and the types of monitoring that you're performing. You should describe and provide your monitoring schedule in detail, and you should indicate not only the frequency of visits, but also a tentative schedule when these visits may occur. Visits have been changed from time to time due to weather conditions or other outstanding factors. This allows you to reschedule at a glance without having some kind of a problem with multiple monitoring taking place or not having enough resources to provide monitoring in a given period of time. This worksheet also allows the grantees to identify the total percentage of T&TA and administrative funds that should be allocated for monitoring. The plan for the grantee administrative fiscal monitoring should include your annual monitoring of each sub-grantee. Should describe what the monitoring entails, the schedule, and a resolution strategy if you identify deficiencies for the certain grantee you're monitoring. The plan for the technical monitoring of each sub-grantee should indicate the frequency or number of units to be monitored, whether units in progress are going to be monitored or reviewed, the specifics of the monitoring activity, in other words, file review, your in-unit review, those types of things, and should also identify a resolution strategy if issues are identified and units have already been reported as completed. You should also provide a procedure to address sub-grantee corrective actions, which lists the process that you're going to follow for the discipline or removal of sub-grantees from the program if that's necessary. This final slide provides an opportunity for you to populate, to record, track, and update annual monitoring activities as they take place. It'll help you capture your monitoring history and can be used for your annual reporting as well. When you complete your annual report for monitoring, you may find this beneficial to be able to capture the historical activities that have taken place when you're reporting to DOE. The blue headers on this template represent the reporting columns. Now, if you choose to use this template for planning your annual monitoring staffing visits, you can continue to use it to meet the annual monitoring reporting requirements. You can attach the template in Page to provide monitoring details and history instead of trying to copy and paste your monitoring tables. You may find that very much easier rather than struggling with trying to utilize an attachment in another form in the Page system. It is our hope that you'll find this a useful tool. It is an optional tool for your use. It's not required. But if you choose to use it, we hope you'll find it's beneficial in allowing you to understand and plan and track your monitoring effort. If you have questions or need assistance using this template, please contact your project officer. Thank you.